Here we go, good morning. Hello, Scott.
Scott is good. How is Simon?
Simon is great. We're here to play a game today. We are playing Living City, is what I'm taking, and then you're playing
Daughter's King.
Khelt Nar.
Khelt Nar.
Retreat and charge.
Yeah.
Seems bad, can't lock Marathi down.
Yeah.
This game is for Lex DeCraw, I think that's how you pronounce your name, DeCraw. Anyway, he was my first Patreon, so I love you. And he's from Norway, and I really want to get over to Norway one day, so I'm going to set up a game when we get over there in 2026.
Yeah. I mean, it's beautiful over there, so yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're not going to get over there anytime soon.
So
we'll say
to
thanks.
be fair, like, I don't particularly want to go home anyway. So.
No, I don't think I would either.
Yeah.
No, it's good here. It's good here. We're COVID free, which is why we can do things like this.
That's why I came to Australia.
That's right.
I saw it coming.
Now, you've been looking at my list. How do you think you're going to go against my list?
I think your Phoenix, anointed on Frostart Phoenix, is going to be a bit of an issue, handing out the minus wound as well. Like the Phoenix guard, I think I've got to try and either deal with heavily or ignore, and then I just know I'm going to have 30 handgunners turning up on the side of the board and...
Where did they come from?
Yeah, killing whatever they want with a lovely, probably Hurricanum with them, so...
That's it.
I don't know, it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting match. I think I've got a lot of board cover and presence, but not a lot of staying power, so as long as I can hit you hard enough, should go well for me, but it's a dice game at the end of the day.
It is a dice game, it's all RNG.
Like, I've had far too many Marathi whiffs in my short...
So did I on the weekend.
Yeah.
Like, when you needed to do stuff, she just rolls all ones and twos, and then it's game over.
You should expect it at least once every game.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, well, we'll come back with armies, and then we'll get into it. Alright, so where do we want to start?
Okay, so we'll start with the General, which is a Bloodwrack Shrine. She's got the Khelt Nar artifact, which allows her hits with her spear to become 2 hits on a 6. She's also got a command trait, which allows me to summon some lovely harpies at some point.
Those 5.
Unit 5?
Yeah.
Well, it could be those if they are dead.
Could be.
I've got the obligatory...
Yeah, Marathi, Shadow Queen.
Yeah.
And
I've
then
got the Morgwith and Friends.
The only Underworld's warband worth taking in Age of Sigmar, because she's undercosted.
She's 90 points and he's on minus 10 points.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's so dumb.
I've then got 2 units of 10 Witch Elves with the shields.
Yep. So 2 units of 10 of Battle Line.
Yep.
Big unit of...
Massive unit of 20 Bow Snakes.
Yep. Who are also Battle Line because the Shrine is the General.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I've got 2 units of the Khaine Shadow Stalkers because they also are ridiculously undercosted and amazing.
They are.
For what they do. And then I've also got 10 Life Takers.
Life Takers are which ones? Shooty or fighty?
They're fighty ones.
Fighty ones, yep. So they damage 2 on the charge.
Damage 2 on the charge, and minus 1 rend.
And then a Sneaky Snake hiding at the back.
Sneaky Snake at the back. So the Bloodwrack Shrine has Mirror Dance spell.
Yep.
Marathi has Mind Razor.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
And Morgwith has Catechism of Murder.
Yep.
And Prayer.
And the whole army comes to 2,000 points on the nose.
Bang on.
Okay, so we will come back looking at my army.
Yeah.
Alright, so we'll come back with my army. We'll start with the General, so it is the Frostheart anointed on Frostheart Phoenix. He has the artifact, the Everspring Diadem, which is from the realm of Gairan, which is heal 1 wound every hero phase, with the extra wound that he heals from being in Living City. It's real good. If you want some kind of thoughts about him, go and check out the video I did the other day on Living City. Next hero is Drika Hamadreth. So she's interesting for 300 points. I have the model on, I wanted to run her, so I'm going to be running her today, basically. She can come on from the side, move 10 inches, and then charge stuff, and she's not horrible in combat. She's not great, but she's not horrible in combat. She's probably not worth 300 points, but whatever, we're running her today. Third hero is the Celestial Battle Mage on Celestial Hurricanum. So his spell... Oh, I should do spells. His spell is Life Surge, so he'll do 6 mortal wounds. Her spell is the -1 to wound on a target spell. And then the last hero is the Sorceress. So her spell is also the -1 to wound spell. Battle line wise, we've got 30 handgunners. We've got 10 Bleak Swords, and we've got 30 Phoenix Guard. What a surprise, me running Phoenix Guard. Other units we have are then just the unit of 5 Tree Revenants and the, what's this thing called? Life Swarm? Everspring Life Swarm? Something. Anyway,
like
heals D6 wounds, brings D6 models back. And so all over my army is a grand total of 1980 points, because I bought an extra CP as well. And so I will be getting the Triumph. So we will come back once we've done scenario and done deployment. Alright, so starting off playing Total Conquest, we are playing in, so Total Conquest, this is the map. For each objective you claim, you get 1. If you take it off your opponent, you get 1. And then if you got a hero within 6, you get another 1. So a lot of points available. We have 4 heroes each, so it's going to be interesting. We're playing in the realm of Gur, which is quite good for Scott, which is the Realms of Magic is wild form, so +2 to run and charge on a unit. Also not bad on my Phoenix, if we're talking about that. And then the realm command ability is basically friendly monster wholly within 12 of a hero, fights at the top of its profile. So the Phoenix can do it to itself, and Morathi can do it to, sorry, the Shadow Queen can do it to herself. And then we have 2 secondaries to split the draws. So you complete this. Left one is cornered, 2 units within 3 inches of the same enemy hero, which is not difficult for either of us to get, even though I've only got 8 units. And then the bait, which is pick 1 friendly unit in your starting army. If that unit is destroyed, then before the end of the third, then you claim it. So Scott, which is your bait?
My bait is going to be... Let's make it fun. It'll be Morgreth's friends.
Morgreth, I hate Morgreth so much. Mine will be my Bleak Swords.
Yeah, but you kill them.
I know, exactly. That's the entire point. So let's go through your deployment. So left-hand side, you've got 9 Khaine Shadowstalkers there.
Yep.
Second 9 there. Unit of 10 Witch Elves there. Unit of 10 Witch Elves there. Morgwith's friends there with where's Morgwith? She's that one. Cool. Little Morathi, 20 Bow Snakes, the General, and then Shadow Queen over here, and 10 birdies in the sky. And then we come back to my deployment. Where are all my models? This is a living city thing. So 5 tree revs at the very back, just blocking off the backfield. Not really that well, but ready to jump out and claim an objective. We've got 10 Bleak Swords in the terrain, and we've got the Sorceress back there within 3 inches of them. And then obviously the Frostheart Phoenix here. Excuse me. So terrain-wise, entangling, nullification, entangling, commanding. That thing's also commanding, so his general's within an inch of that. My general's within an inch of this, so neither of us will be getting one in the first turn. Nullification, volcanic, and he's placed one unit within 6 of that, within an inch of that volcanic, so hopefully it'll go off. And Scott,
yeah, man.
You're going to be going first.
I thought so.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so we'll come back at the end of the hero phase for first turn.
Cool.
It's too good.
It's too good.
All right, so this seems important.
Yeah.
So what did we lead with? Led with her.
Okay, so we led with Super Cup, which failed.
Oh yeah, we led with Super Cup.
Then we went with Mirror Dance.
Yep. Which succeeded. I was
succeeded.
outside of 30, so I couldn't dispel. So there's 2 Morathis over here.
2 Morathis went for a jog.
Good.
And then Morathi tried to cast Black Horror Vulgar.
Black Horror
and
failed.
Then she tried to cast a snake.
Failed.
And failed.
But
she did get the realm spell off.
So wild form. Oh, that is horrible zoom. Let's try. No, the camera's struggling. There we go. Wild form. So +2 to run and charge on Morathi, so she'll need a 7-inch charge to get into my poor Frostheart Phoenix, which makes me sad. So sad.
I mean, I'm wounding you on 4.
Wounding me on 4s, that is true, with all your attacks. He's fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. So we'll come back at the end of the movement phase when the rest of this shit has moved up onto objectives.
Simon, where can you come in from the edge?
Over there. So everything's moved. Yeah. So these chicks ran onto that objective. I think, is there 1 or 2 on that objective?
I think there's just 1.
There's 1 or 2. On this objective, they've got the Witch Elf stringing out. We've got the Shadow Stonkers, 1, 2 units stringing out. The Shriners stayed within 1 inch of that terrain piece to deny me a command point. Snakes moved up. Morgwaith and her friends moved up. And that's it. Birds didn't come down, obviously, because it'd be a suboptimal turn to do it. So we're going to go to the shooting phase. We've got bow snakes and we've got Morathi to do, Shadow Queen to do some shots. Probably all going around here somewhere. So we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase and we'll do some charges. Oh, has she got a range attack? Oh, there's a little snake too. Yeah, of course. Okay, cool. We'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. We have finished the shooting phase. 2 wounds were taken off. About, what was it, a third of them were in range. Did nothing, because I saved everything, which is great. And Morathi, oh no, your little snake, from we were paying her out.
Yeah.
She did a wound to the bird. So one of the 2 wounds, and then Morathi did another wound. Sorry, Shadow Queen. So I've taken 2 wounds so far, which will both heal back at the start of the next hero phase if you don't put any more damage on him. It's basically my version of Morathi.
Yeah.
So we're going to do charges. Are you going to charge with both or just with the Shadow Queen?
Well, if the Shadow Queen gets in, I'll try and get Morathi in because there's no reason not to.
Fair. Okay.
So,
who would you like to roll first?
Well, there is a reason not to. We're going to go Shadow Queen first.
Needs 7.
Gets a 9.
That's a 9. So Shadow Queen will be in.
No.
And then just no, don't move it yet. Roll for little Morathi. You can.
Well, I don't know if she's going in.
Okay, we'll roll it. You can decide, and you can decide if she goes in because she needs a 9.
Just because, like, it's an extra point.
Exactly. You can decide. She doesn't go in. All right. So we'll come back at the end of the combat phase. Got greedy?
Got greedy.
Nah, I think it's fine. We just didn't roll that great. So, big snake obviously went in. She went into the Frostheart Phoenix and did 2 more wounds. He's on a -1 to wound and he's a 3 up and a 4 up, so it's difficult to put wounds through. You did get 6 through, but then I mortal wound saved 4 of them.
I will kill him.
You will. Well,
before the end of the
have to. I've got 2 units within a hero, so I score that one. Oh, she can fight too. I've already done the requisite 3 wounds. No, I think I'll pass on that one. So we've piled in. We've fought with him. Literally, the guy on the back with the halberd did 4 wounds, and all of them went through. So that's the 3 wounds. So you'll be scoring 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that guy within 6 inches of that objective?
Yes.
5.
5
So at the end of turn 1, you'll be going up to 5 to 0, and then it will be my turn 1, and we'll be back at the end of the hero phase.
Yeah.
Alright, so we come back at the end of my movement phase as well, because basically in the hero phase I stabbed the dude, and then I failed to cast Word of Pain on Big Morathi for the -1 to hit and D3 mortal wounds. She dispelled it just enough. She did the exact number that I did and got +1, which is annoying. Then in the rest of the hero phase, he healed too, so he's back to 10 wounds now. He did, obviously, because I didn't get the spell off. I'll have to see if it needs to be successful. I'll look at that. I presume it needs to be successful to get the +1 armor save.
Yeah.
Over there, the tree revs jumped onto that objectives. They will capture that from the witch elves, and then Dryka came on over that side as well, ready to shoot some dudes and charge in, hopefully. So that's it. We'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. There's not a whole lot of shooting in this phase. It's literally just Dryka and then charges. So we'll be back very soon. Alright, Dryka shot, killed 2 of them, and then moved up with shoot and fade towards, which is my favourite ability. She needs a 3-inch charge, so we'll do it on camera. She does get a 3-inch charge. I'm not going to re-roll that. And then the tree revs will also attempt to go in. They need 9. That's a 3. They can re-roll that because they have, I can't remember. They do it once a turn or once a phase.
I remember that. I'll be like, oh yeah, Marathi gets a re-roll.
Good, a 4. Excellent. That's really good rolling, but that's fine. They're on the objective. Dryka will be within 6 inches, so she's going to charge in. And we will come back. These guys are obviously going to fight first, so, and then we'll come back. Alright, we'll be back. Ah, poor witch elves, run away, run away. Ah, they ran away on a 0, so it's fine. So the wood elves have claimed that objective, and over here he did 3 wounds to me because I rolled horribly for saves, and then I did 3 wounds to him, so she's taken 6, and that's where we stand. So I'll be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the end of turn 1, we are equal, and then we're going to roll. I believe you're going to take it, aren't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought you might. Okay, we will come back at the end of your hero phase.
Pretty good.
That was a pretty good hero
I like
phase.
that one.
Happy with that hero phase. So, we've got 1 wound left on the Frosty, and you can see there's a big fuck-off snake here.
Yes.
So, what happened was, this chick cast Mirror Dance, put herself there, put Morg Wyeth down here. She sippy cupped herself. Over here, Little Morathi cast which is she cast Mind Razor on Big Marathi.
She cast Black Horror Vulgar.
And did
1 wound. No, you saved it.
I saved that 1 wound.
I think you saved the 1 wound. And then...
what was the other thing?
That was it, right? Black Horror, Snake,
and Mind Razor. So you
And
got all of your spells off from Marathi,
almost,
which is good.
Yeah, I got like 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, and so I tried to dispel with my 1 Unbind, but it didn't work.
No, and then Little Marathi made Big Marathi fight, and Big Marathi
Made her fight again. She did all the wounds.
extra rend.
So there's 1 wound left on my poor Frostheart, who probably isn't long for this world. So she's obviously going to retreat, and then they're going to shoot my bird and kill it. So hopefully they have a horrible shooting phase.
I'm hoping she can. She's not got to do 1 wound.
This bitch. Okay. Well, importantly, he's out of command points now. So, yeah. But
It's a risky business.
yeah, but I'm not too confident about what's going to happen back here. So we'll come back at the end of your movement phase. All right. Let's have a look at how this battlefield has been changed up. It's quite significant. So these chicks teleported over here with Morgwath. These chicks ran over here to zone. Marathi moved up to zone. Those chicks are zoning. Snakes moved up so they can shoot some stuff.
And zone.
The general used her command ability to bring those 5 on there. Those are shooty ones to zone. And then we've got these ones that are sitting pretty here, which are 9 inches away from the sorceress, but also 9 inches away from the tree revs. So there's going to be a lot happening this turn. We are going to go into the shooting phase, which is going to be that thing and those things and the shrine probably. And that little shitty snake. So hopefully none of the shooting goes through onto the Frostheart and it stays alive in 1 wound. That would be super.
Oh mate, if that happens,
we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. Birdo died! So Marathi stared the big bird off the table. Other shooting, these guys killed 3 tree reps, which makes me sad. She stared and killed 1. So there's 1 that's left alive. The snakes shot at Dryka. You probably can't see it. She's taken 7 wounds out of her 10, so she's got 3 wounds left. And that's about it. So we're going to go to the charge phase. I presume you're going to want to charge with her.
probably.
You're probably going to need a high number to place her anywhere within half an inch of any models.
Yeah, more than likely.
So, yeah, we're going to have a lot of charges. Where do you want to start?
So I will start.
Oh, and these guys didn't move after they shot either. They rolled a 3.
No. So I may as well start with Marathi.
Yep.
I get to re-roll that at least.
Why?
It's turn 2.
Sure. Oh, because double ones.
And it goes into an 11.
It's an 11.
That might get me
Well, yeah.
somewhere.
We'll have a look at where the back of the base goes.
So back of base 11. Oh, God, I hate this one. Does get a just over.
Cool. So that was exactly the result you needed.
Yeah.
Excellent. Seems great for me.
Awesome for me.
Cool.
Now, the problem is, if your bleak swords kill Marathi,
That'd be great.
we're going to have
Words.
rage quit.
Do you want to charge any of these guys?
So,
Morgwath.
yeah, why not? Oh, yeah, there is a reason why not Morgwath. Because I don't want my snake to eat her. But she's going to go for it anyway. Because she's a legend. Nope. 8 is not enough.
Shadow Stonkers.
No, they'll stay where they are.
Cool. These chicks.
Yeah, they'll go where? They will go.
They need a high. That's a
there.
4.
So I need to get to re-roll that one. No,
Still a 4. Those ones.
No, they'll be fine.
Shrine.
She's gonna go for it though. On a 9.
Gets a 9.
That should be
So
9.
she is into Dryka. Seems bad for me. I really didn't want that to happen. So you got the 2 that I really didn't want you to get, so that's great. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing else is within range.
Yes.
Alright, so we will come back at the end of the combat phase.
Looking good for boys.
Yeah, it's looking poor for the cities, but that's fine. We'll come back. How did that turn go?
Why won't you run?
So, Dryka just died from impact hits, so that was very sad. I'm very much hemmed into this corner of the battlefield at the moment, which is sad. But because he didn't die, he keeps the objective. Scott doesn't get it, which is great.
And somehow a flying
Over here.
a flying snake lady can trip up.
Yeah,
on
so
some
she
deadly
tripped on the...
terrain.
Yeah, well, it serves you right for doing an 11-inch charge. So she tripped and took 3 mortal wounds.
Her and 3 wounds.
From the Deadly, which is the Gur realm feature, which is hilarious. I enjoyed it greatly. So, this turn, the best part is that hopefully these 2 are going to be dead because they only have 3 wounds left, which is amazing. And then...
So did I not get that?
And then...
Did I not get that objective?
No, you don't get that objective, because nothing's within 6 except for her. So you're going to be scoring 1, 2, 3 this turn. And there's a lot of shit in my backfield, which I'm not too happy about. No. But once, if I can...
the one thing I could have done differently is put them in the screen here,
and just screened.
Then you will have nowhere to go.
Yep. Until these two die, and then I can bring stuff on here. And if I can do that in the magic phase, yeah,
it's possible.
It's going to be great guns. I can't fight twice, but you know, I'm not rude like you. So I'll come back with my turn 2.
Cool.
So dumb. So the Sorceress on 1 wound retreated from combat into the deadly terrain and killed herself. So that was... I didn't even need to run into the terrain. I could have just put her there. Dumb. He lived, so I still hold this objective for this turn for whatever it's worth. He's still there holding that objective for whatever it's worth. These guys came on here at the end of the movement phase with the Hurricanum. I'm just outside of range of Morathi, which makes me very, very, very sad. But next turn may be different.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a hard slog getting back from here. But the good thing is,
to turn 3, it's a good thing.
Exactly. So. And the thing is that I will get 2 this turn anyway, so I'll only be behind you by 1, and then I should at the end of this turn have fairly commanding presence on this side of the board. So it's going to be very, very close. Yeah. Especially if I get the double, it's going to be wonderful.
If you get the double, I'm in trouble. Right.
Yep, that's the point.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. Oh, look, there's a lot of Flappy Birds that have disappeared.
I left a gap.
Left a gap. So these guys came on, did some shooting. So I killed 6 models from the Shadow Stonkers unit. So what's their bravery?
Bravery 7 on them.
All right, so dice -1. So they're fine. 3 stick around. That's really, really fucking annoying. On a 4, that chick will run. So she runs, and that's it. I really was hoping that these chicks would be gone too. There's nothing to fight in combat. There's nothing else to do for this turn. So at the end of my turn 2, I'll get 2 more points and go to 7 to your 8. I still hold a command point, and we will roll for Priorita. Get a 2 again.
I got a 6.
Oh, that seems unfair. So she's going to live for another fucking turn. Or is she?
Well, you get to move the snake.
I get to move the snake.
Which means you get the bait.
We'll be back. End of hero phase, turn 3.
Uneventful.
You really didn't do a whole lot. You got the Sippy Cup off on her, and you got the Mystic Shield off on her. I don't think that Bleak Sword's going to do a whole lot against Morathi, but...
Needed to roll a 2 up to go this guy.
He's alive!
Cast Arcane Bolt. Got it off.
Dispelled it. On 11. Go the Hurricanum. And then she hurt herself with a prayer.
And then healed herself.
Yeah.
And then saved it.
Yep, it's great. I love it. Cool. So, we're going to come back to the movement phase. I obviously don't have a whole lot on the board at the moment. There's that guy. Look at that legend. Look at him. You didn't trip and hit yourself in the face.
No, that legend did.
I would have liked to have been on 8 to 8, but that's fine. So we'll come back at the end of your movement, and I'm probably shooting because the only thing you're going to be able to shoot is him, pretty much. So
yeah,
we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase.
All right. So got charges.
What are you going to charge?
Morgus going to charge.
No, you don't want to charge him. He's fine.
I need to kill.
He's fine. You're going to roll a 1 on your deadly, and then she's going to die.
Morgoth won't die.
Morgoth's going to charge.
Might die.
Go.
Right. Get some reroll the 1. 4 is
not enough.
So
would you like to reroll with a command point?
I can't, because I've rerolled a dice already.
Ah, yep, fair.
So Big Morathi's going to have to go through.
Yep.
She knows how to charge.
That's an 8.
But she also knows how to trip.
Alright, come on, little fucking legend. Deadly!
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Not gonna lie, I was very worried about it.
Alright, so she's going to be, that dude's going to be dead, because Morathi's got about 1,000 attacks. Yeah. Doesn't have Mind Razor this turn, though.
No.
But going to be dead anyway.
Might not be.
No. So we'll just come back at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
When you were going to score a shitload of points.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, he died as well. He got stared by the shrine. Yep. Sad times.
Yeah. 7.
1, 2,
8,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is a big crushing lead, but you got a 17 to 7. But my intention is to try and get it all back this turn and kill Morathi. So we'll come back at the end of my hero phase.
Yes.
Alright, end of the... What are we? Movement phase. These guys moved up. Hurricane moved up, these guys came on, they're 9 inches away from the shrine. The intent is obviously to charge them on there with their +1 to charge. These guys moved up as well. The intent here is that they kill Morathi, basically, and then move with strike and fade away, and then attempt to charge Morgwaith is the thought process behind these guys.
She'll kill you all.
So it's a little bit, yeah, it's going to be difficult to get back to that 17. I think that Scott's going to take away with that lead, but if I can move, shoot, move every turn for the next 3 turns, I might get onto something, but we'll just have to see how we go. Alright, we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase. So Morathi's finally dead. Yeah, it would have been good to have a dead last turn, and she wouldn't have been able to kill that guy, and it would have kept that objective and like all these things, but nothing was in range because they're all 18 inches and you had birdos here. So these guys moved up, shot Morathi, killed her, and then have faded away, whatever that thing's called. That thing?
Shooting fade?
That one. Oh, I just chucked my dice at you. Can you get that for me, please? Is it a 6? Oh, okay.
You can keep that.
No, we won't keep that one. So these guys are 8 inches away from Morgwaith, a 7 with a charge. So the intent is, like, if I kill her, then hooray. But if all I want to do is get onto the objective, basically there. Yep. Over here, I did 3 mortal wounds on that with the Hurricanum. I strung those dudes out so that they're within 6 inches, so I can re-roll the charge. They need an 8. They need a 7. I need both of these to go off this turn. So. Let's roll it with my right hand because I am right-handed. So in here, this is going to be the handgunners going into Morgwaith, need a 7. That's a 9. 9, 10. Cool. And then the Phoenix God over there need an 8. If I could get this without a reroll, that'd be super. So I'm going to have to reroll that. They need an 8. Hey. That's a 10. So both the charges go through. I go down to 0 command points. We will come back. I'll get that, but we'll come back at the end of the combat phase. All right, end of turn 3. Killed the shrine quite happily with half of the attacks that they put out.
Yeah, crazy.
And then over here, didn't kill. I put 1 wound through to Morgwaith with like 14 handgunners. Great. So she's only got 2 left. Hopefully I'll be able to snipe her next turn with that. And then I'll be able to shoot other stuff. But yeah, we really, really, really want to be able to move these guys off objectives. So, or I can just eat it with the snake if you
take the turn. Within an inch, mate.
I can because they're only 25. Oh no, they're 25 mil bases, so I can, and that goes face to face, so I can. Ha 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 ha.
At this point.
Yeah. So I get 4 points this turn. I go to 11. The score at the end of turn 3 is currently 11 to 17. You have 1 hero left, which is good. I like that very much.
So do you.
I have 1 hero left. Now the thing is going to be if we do so I lost 2 guys, but they don't care. So we're saying at this point you're 6 up.
Yeah.
So the only way really that I can get this game is if I move on to these, and you've got dickhead shadow stonkers just hanging out the back, ready to jump onto objectives because they're dickheads. So let's do priority anyway. See that smug fucking face? Alright, so look, in this case, I'm just going to do that.
Go on, kill it,
right.
Eat it.
I just need to get my dice out. No, it needs to be living city dice.
Alright, okay.
And we're going to eat that bitch.
3 dice, you need 1 5.
Single 5, we're going to roll in here.
Single 5 up.
Eat her.
There you go,
she got eaten. Nom nom nom. Nom 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 nom. Cool. And that is the turn, so we'll come back at probably the end of, we'll just go quick with this turn, this phase, so I'll come back at the end of your shooting phase, because we all know snakes are going to move up and shoot shit.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought? Right, so we'll be back.
Command point.
You do. Yep, so, end of the turn. Snake shot, killed 10, Phoenix Guard, they need a battle shock. They're at least, they got 20, so they're +2, +1 for the banner, so they're at least 10, so it's probably dice run, 4 run. Might be 5, we'll come back and do that. Essentially, I don't lose that objective, which is nice.
Yep.
Because Morgwaith's friends ran over. Do they need a battle shock? What bravery are they?
They're bravery 7.
Ah, that's a shame. The snake died. The snake that shot the frost heart died, so we got our revenge.
Yeah.
And then, they shot and killed 10, another 4 run away. So that's it. You get another 2, and you go to 19 at the end of turn 4. So I'm 8 behind.
Nice. You got this.
I don't think so. We'll come back at my turn 4. Alright, movement phase. The remaining 16 Phoenix Guard moved up. Hurricane moved up to get onto the objective, so he's within 6. Over here, these guys moved up. I'd left a couple of guys within range so that if those dickheads decide to try and teleport and shoot me, charge me, then the entire unit gets to shoot them, is the plan. Over here, I need to kill them. These guys are probably going to go into Bow Snakes or Morgwaith's friends, and then the Hurricane is going to shoot some stuff, so we'll come back at the start of the charge phase. So,
Oh, mate.
Snakes, they got angry.
Yeah.
They killed 4 Phoenix Guard, and I only killed, how many? 6 of them in return.
Yes.
5 of them in return. Seems bad. These guys moved up. I failed the life swarm, so they couldn't. I didn't bring anything back anywhere, which is sad. The Hurricane moved up, so I'm on that objective. We killed 6 snakes. The Phoenix Guard went in, killed another 5. Yep, so 6 in total. Hang on, has killed a few of them. You do have to do a bravery here. You lost 3 of them.
Ooh. Okay, so yeah. I'll re-roll that.
Okay. Reroll it into
Doesn't
a 6.
matter.
Yay.
So 1 runs away.
You lost 3.
7,
Yeah, so 1 more.
So 1. Yeah. No, lady at the back.
There we go. So I get another 1, 2, 3. So I go to
6.
Yeah, he was exactly within 16. Or just under
Not
16
within
actually.
6 now.
Well, he was when I moved him.
Just saying, mate.
And you just break him my model. It's fine.
Breaking your magnetized model.
Yep.
I'll give it you.
Oh, and bravery. Did I shoot any of them?
No.
No, I didn't shoot any of them. Sad times.
That's fine.
So, we're going to go into turn whatever it is.
Oh, this is where you
Yeah,
get
I
double.
got the double into. Was that turn? That was my turn 3. Is that my turn 3?
No, that was your turn.
Is that turn 4? Seems shit.
Did you roll these on 10?
Yeah, that was turn 4, wasn't it? That's horrible. Well, I get the double into turn 5. Yeah, cool. Real excited about that. And then 3 guys get eaten by the snake.
Yeah.
So I'll come back at the end of my turn. I'm going to take the double. Right, end of turn 5. Top turn 5. So there would have been a clutch roll over here. Do your battle shock on the Shadow Stonkers because you win by even more. Oh, they run away.
Bye.
Cool. Okay, so essentially what I was playing for here was I hero phase, cast this, brought back 4 guys, basically moved them so that I'd be able to get onto objectives. So moved up, shot, killed some snakes. I'll do your battle shock for your snakes as well. How many of them did I kill?
You killed 9 of them. So
Dice plus 1.
plus 1. So 4.
So there's 1 left. Cool. So the play was to get the charge off here. If I got the charge off here, not only would I have all these bodies on this objective, but I would also have that objective. And I would have gotten 7 this turn and been ahead by 2. Unfortunately, I failed this. It was an 8-inch charge turned into a 7. Didn't have a CP to re-roll because I used it to move in the shooting phase. So unfortunately, actually, what's their bravery? 7.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, and I killed 1, so you can't battle shock off. So I will get 5 this turn and go to 19.
Yep.
And then what will happen in Scott's turn 5 is that these guys will move on to this objective and claim it. And I mean, you're going to get 1 over there anyway, and then you get 3 there. She's going to run away because she's still alive, unfortunately. These chicks will run to this one. So 1, 2, 3. So that'll be a 22 to 19 victory at the bottom of turn 5 to the Daughters of Khaine.
Yeah.
Super close. If I'd gotten that 7, I think I win because I get 2 from that one. You can't retreat onto it.
Yeah.
I would be on, what would I be on? 21.
Yep.
And the most you'd be able to get was 21.
Yep.
And yeah,
Super
you kill my bait.
Super
I kill my
close.
bait. You never got 2 units within 3 inches of a hero. So
No.
if it was a draw, I would have won on secondaries. But I did not because I didn't kill enough of these chicks.
No.
So thank you for the game. How do you think it went, Scott?
Yeah, it went really well. I could have ended it a lot sooner.
Just by
If I literally
zoning
just
out.
Shadow Stalkers here, if they just got there, I would have just zoned you out, killed the guy that was there, and that was it. You'd have
And that's
no
it.
models
Game
on.
over.
And,
Game over, man.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm pretty happy with that pushback. Not gonna lie, with the extra command point, that's actually really good.
I was really worried for you, actually. With,
The turn that
when
you
you-
got your max points.
yeah, when your dudes came in over here, because like long slog to get to the other side of the board essentially, and I've got like all my stuff was still pretty much alive except Marathi was still kicking at that point.
Yeah.
But you played really well. Your handgunners did amazingly.
Yeah, those guys did really well.
Yeah.
Came on, shot all this stuff off, and then basically just walked the entire way of the board to get up here.
Yeah,
which is good.
That shoot and fade away
fade towards
is fantastic. It's such a good ability. just the fact that it just gives them that extra movement, and then they were able to go over there. And like you said, it came down to a clutch.
Yep. Clutch 8 on 2 dice.
Clutch 8
turns into a 7. 54% chance to win the game. It's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. So yeah, thanks very much for the game.
You're welcome.
And I'm sure we'll see. Well, we might see your partner on the channel next, actually.
Yeah.
Nicole's pretty keen for a game, so
she'll play.
She'll play. She loves the game.
Yeah, I'll come back with some OBR maybe.
Ooh, OBR would be good.
Give you a shot against that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you very much for the game.
No worries, mate.
See you guys.